Hello everybody, my name is V. Narendra Kumar and we are from NRK Academy. And today we have got this wonderful series called Stories from India, retold by the great Leo Tolstoy, the great modern writer. And this is part of our master reading and listening. Our aim is that anybody can be a perfect reader. Perfect reader. So that's what we'll do in this story, and we will be doing master reading and listening with grammar analysis so that every part becomes absolutely clear for anybody. So let's start. The first story is the snake's head and tail. So when you read every word with total focus. The snake apostrophe S, which means that head and tail is that snake's position. It's owned by the snake. The snake's head and tail. The snake's tail had a quarrel with the snake's head about who was to walk in front. So let's break this sentence down. The snake's tail had a quarrel. So you have had a quarrel. Quarrel means fight, especially a word with words. The snake's tail, very funny, had a quarrel with the snake's head. The same old snake, okay? About who, which means head or tail, was to walk in front. Now it becomes totally clear, isn't it? So when you read word by word, the sentence becomes totally clear. The snake's tail, clear. Had a quarrel with. There's a relationship there, a connection there. The snake's head about what? Who was to walk in front. It's clear. The head said. Say becomes said in the simple past tense. You cannot walk in front because you have no eyes and no ears. Simple. You cannot walk in front because is a linking word there. You have no eyes and no ears. Clear. The sentence is very clear. The tail said. Say becomes said in the simple past tense. Yes, but. Linking word is but here. I have strength. I move you. Semicolon, which means it's like a break. It's a little more than a comma. If I want to, I can wind myself around a tree. And you cannot get off the spot. So this might, frighten somebody, a newcomer in reading English, but I'll give you one wonderful technique here. Just break the long sentence into small parts. Simple as that. So yes, it's very clear. But I have strength. Clear. I move you. Clear. If I want to, I can wind myself where? Around a tree. And is a linking word. You cannot get off the spot. Like the head cannot come out of the spot. Get off means come out of the spot. Spot means where he wound himself. Wind means going around the circle and catching the tree. Winding. Now let's read it again. But I have strength, I move you. If I want to, I can wind myself around a tree and you cannot get off the spot. The head said, let us separate. So they said separate. Very beautiful, deep story. And the tail tore himself loose from the head. Tore himself loose, a little bit of advanced English here, which means it like tore himself out. Like tore himself means with a lot of effort, with a difficulty, it cut itself off. That's the meaning of tore himself loose. You can use this expression in many ways. And this expression we don't have to worry because we are going to do a lot of reading and this expression will come again and again and again. Now you need to focus how it's used here. And the tail tore himself loose from the head and linking word crept on. Crept is the way you crawl. Crept. The C-R-E-P-T means not actually walk because you're going on the floor. The snake actually creeps. Crept, creep. Simple past tense becomes crept on. But linking word. What happens? The moment he got away from the head, that moment he got away from the head, he fell into a hole and was lost. He could not see, so he fell into a hole and was lost. Again, we might be frightened of a big sentence, but again we have a very simple technique. Break it into small parts. And the tail tore himself loose. Not only do we have to break a sentence into small parts, we have to understand every word and expression also. These are the two things required to become masters of reading. Break a sentence into small parts, know the difficult words, basic words and advanced English words. And the tail tore himself loose from the head. From is a relationship, that attachment. From the head, and is a linking word. So have you noticed? What do we do? How do we connect sentences? We connect sentences through powerful connectors like prepositions and conjunctions like from and crept on, and even semicolons and commas. But again is a conjunction. The moment he got away from the head, he fell into a hole, and he was lost. He is silent here. So there are actually 5 sentences here. The tail tore himself loose from the head. He crept on the tail, but the moment he got away from the head, the tail fell into a hole, the tail was lost. We have connected all these small sentences into one long sentence. It is not at all difficult, as we have just seen. And that is a beautiful story. See how deeply meaningful it is. So obviously there's an obvious moral here, very beautifully narrated, simply but powerfully by the great writer Leo Tolstoy, and that's why we have selected these stories. You cannot say one part is more important than the other, obviously, in any issue. And there's a very deep moral. I'll leave it to you. Definitely have got the moral. Thank you so much. We will meet in our next video with this another lovely story called Fine Thread. Thank you.